Listen to me carefully, silence is not weakness. Most people misunderstand quiet people. They assume that if you are silent, you are shy, insecure, or afraid to speak. But in reality, silence can be one of the strongest forms of power a person can have. Think about it. Anyone can raise their voice. Anyone can argue, complain, or react emotionally, but it takes real strength to stay calm when everyone else is losing control. It takes discipline to hold your words when you know speaking might only create more chaos. Silence is control over your emotions. When someone insults you and you refuse to react, you are showing emotional maturity. When people expect you to argue and you choose calmness instead, you immediately change the power dynamic in that situation. Because the truth is simple, people who control their emotions control the situation. Many successful and powerful individuals understand this very well. They don't waste their energy responding to every comment or criticism. They observe, they stay composed, they choose the right moment to speak, and when they finally do speak, people listen. Why? Because silence creates mystery. Silence creates presence. Silence shows confidence. When you constantly explain yourself, constantly defend yourself, you give other people control over your time and energy. But when you learn the power of silence, you send a very different message to the world. You show people that you are secure enough in who you are. You don't need to win every argument. You don't need to prove yourself to everyone in the room. Real strength is the ability to stay calm, composed, and silent when the world around you is loud and chaotic. Always remember this. The loudest person in the room is rarely the most powerful one. Very often, the most powerful person is the one who speaks the least, but commands the most respect. Let me tell you something extremely important about quiet people. They see things that others completely miss. In a world where everyone is trying to be heard, very few people take the time to truly listen and observe. Most people are busy talking, interrupting, or thinking about what they will say next. But quiet people are different. They watch, they listen, they notice when you talk less. Your mind has more space to observe what is happening around you. You begin to notice people's tone of voice, their body language, their intentions, and their patterns of behavior. You start to understand people on a deeper level. While others are busy trying to impress everyone with their words, a quiet person is silently studying the entire room, and that awareness becomes a powerful advantage, because in life, the person who observes the most usually understands the most. Quiet people often make better decisions because they don't rush into reactions. They take their time, they analyze the situation, they understand the consequences before they act. That patience is a form of intelligence. It allows them to avoid unnecessary conflicts, recognize fake people quickly, and identify real opportunities when they appear. Many great leaders, thinkers, and successful individuals developed their strength through observation. They listened more than they spoke. They learned from people's actions rather than their promises. And over time, this habit gave them wisdom that others never developed. So if you are a quiet person, never feel pressured to compete with the loud voices around you. Your strength does not come from talking more. Your strength comes from seeing more, understanding more, and learning more. And in the long run, the people who understand the world the best are often the ones who quietly win. There is a secret about communication that most people never realize. The less you speak, the more powerful your words become. In today's world, people talk constantly. Conversations are full of unnecessary opinions, endless explanations, and words that carry very little meaning. But when someone speaks all the time, something interesting happens. Their words begin to lose value. People stop paying attention. Now think about the opposite situation. Imagine someone who rarely speaks, someone who listens carefully and only talks when they truly have something important to say. When that person finally speaks, the entire room becomes quiet. Why? Because everyone knows that when this person talks, their words matter. Quiet people naturally develop this kind of presence. They don't waste energy filling every silence with random conversation. Instead, they allow silence to create weight behind their words, and when they speak with purpose. Their sentences are thoughtful, their message is clear, their voice carries confidence. Powerful communicators understand this principle very well. They do not try to dominate every conversation. They choose the right moment, the right words, and the right tone. And because they speak less, people listen more. Silence also forces people to think about what you said. When you don't overwhelm others with endless talking, your message has time to sink in. This is why leaders, thinkers, and influential people often pause before they speak. They understand that silence can make their words stronger. So if you want people to respect your voice, don't try to speak more than everyone else. Instead, focus on speaking with purpose. Choose your words carefully, and remember this simple truth. Sometimes the most powerful voice in the room is the one that speaks the least. One of the most valuable things you possess in life is your energy. Your mental energy, emotional energy, and focus determine how far you will go in life. But the problem is that many people waste this energy on things that don't truly matter: arguments, drama, negative conversations, trying to prove themselves to people who don't even respect them. Quiet people understand something very important. Not every situation deserves a reaction. Sometimes the strongest response is no response at all. When someone criticizes you unfairly, you don't always need to defend yourself. When people try to provoke you, you don't have to give them the reaction they are looking for. Silence can be a shield. It protects your peace of mind, it protects your focus, and it keeps you from being pulled into unnecessary conflicts. Every time you argue with someone who refuses to understand you, you lose energy that could have been used to improve your life. Quiet people choose their battles wisely. They understand that their time and attention are valuable resources. Instead of wasting energy on meaningless discussions, they invest that energy into learning, building, and growing. While others are busy trying to win arguments, quiet people are busy winning in life. They are improving their skills, building their future, and focusing on what truly matters. And over time, this discipline creates a powerful difference. So the next time you feel the urge to respond to every criticism or defend yourself against every opinion, pause for a moment. Ask yourself one question: is this worth my energy? If the answer is no, choose silence, because sometimes silence is not avoidance. Sometimes silence is wisdom, and those who protect their energy are the ones who go the farthest in life. Always remember, silence is not empty. Silence is power.